Good afternoon, Stitch Roadies. It's been a little bit of time, hasn't it? Well, there's a reason. I was down and out with the cold and could not get through a video without coughing up a lung. And now my editor is down and out. But we decided to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to take a little cough drops, keep my vocal cords calm, and I'm so happy you are here. If you are new to this channel, know that this is a channel about everything, not just cross stitch. I mean, pretty much the weather, whatever I'm doing, whatever I'm feeling, and I am so happy that you are here because I have missed the company. We not only had at the beginning of last week, we had a snowstorm, and around here, not everyone is prepared for that. And so you pretty much are stuck at home unless you're crazy. No, not really. But we kind of live most of our life on the other side of the mountain, which is snow country. And so we know how to get around it. But I don't trust everybody else. Not everybody has the type of cars or the tires that are needed to navigate a snowstorm. And as you've been seeing on the Weather Channel or the news, it has been quite a cluster out there, hasn't it? So we not only were stuck at home for a few days because of that, but then I came down with a cold. And now my editor has cold. So it is what it is. We decided to get going, and for me to share what I could share and connect up, because I've been lonely. I have been lonely. First of all, I wanted to say that something's going on with YouTube, just between you and I. Can't figure it out. Suddenly my television says that CBS and YouTube are having a little discussion, and trying to figure out how to, with the Fat Quarter Shop giveaway, I had to do a whole new system of figuring out who would get that gift card, because normally I just do a random number picker, and I can tell who is a subscriber and who is not. So these giveaways are for subscribers, but the whole thing was a giant cluster. So after much work, I finally am pleased to announce that Susan from Colorado, you get the Fat Quarter gift card. The rest of you, please go on and figure out if you're a subscriber or not. Just hit the subscribe button, and it'll tell you if you're unsubscribing or subscribing, because it was impossible. I mean, it looked like nobody was a subscriber, which is not the way it normally functions. And I came across a quote that really stuck with me. And it says, if you're not paying for the product, then you are the product. And I kind of feel that way about YouTube and our various channels that I watch. And I watch RV channels, quilting channels, cross-stitch channels, travel channels, all kinds of things that I watch on YouTube. And I have found that some people now are paying for YouTube so they don't have to watch ads. And some YouTube channels have ads every 3 minutes, which if you stitch like I do, it can be quite disruptive to the whole process. It's not as enjoyable. What I did find out is that now my channel is monetized, and that's always been the way it's been since I was first started Quilt Roadies. It was an agreement with Google, YouTube, and creators that you got like a half a cent every time someone watched. I mean, no one is retiring on their earnings, let me tell you. But the one thing about monetizing that gave me somewhat control is that I could decide how many ads. And so I always click that no ads can be mid-roll, which means that you don't have to watch ads during that. I know a lot of people don't want to be monetized because they don't want to deal with it. And that's why there are more ads for them. It's all a choice. It's not right or wrong. It's just a choice. And it's whether you choose to watch or not watch. But if you're watching me right now, thank you very much. I've been kind of lonely all by myself here in the beehive. Been keeping myself busy, though. Been keeping myself busy. I know that people have asked, made comments about my not opening the red box. The red box by Nicola Parkman was the first box I ever bought, and it was kind of stressful for me because I've never bought a box, and it was filled with beautiful goodness and so many things to love. And I'm not going to go through an unboxing because there have been many on YouTube for you to watch, but I will show you the highlight for me, and that is eyeglass case. I was so excited about the eyeglass case and a little cleaner for my glasses because I am a long-term eyeglass wearer. I've worn glasses since I was young. And the little bit of bling that came from Minnie McBean's Needlework fripperies, but that's so pretty. It's little charms and stuff. I loved that. I loved the little reproduction onto cloth because I use those on the front of project bags that I make myself. But I did go through all the charts and decided on which charts, oh, here's the other one, which charts I want to do first. And I loved Cecilia Pudney, 1905. And all the charts came in this beautiful, the individual envelopes. Like, so it was like a card every day. And then the other one that I loved, because it was the little boy chart, was Bertram Seville Ogle, Dunkamine. This one here. So I know that those are going to the top of the list. And it was absolutely lovely. Besides the box that it came in was stunning. Stunning. I have been keeping up on my book of days. That designated stitch has been, that program that I set up for myself has been amazing. And so here is my designated stitch. Yes, No Time Like the Present by Modern Folk Embroidery. And I am actually on, this was a 2024 not block of the month, that's quilting. It was a SAL, 2024 SAL. And I'm just going to get a little closer there. I'm using a Roxy Co-Floss, and I'm on April. I started April yesterday, so I am moving right along with that. It's going to be a year-long project because it's big, but I might get it done actually by September, October. I also had a great desire to pick this back up, and that was the stitch that I started on my parents' anniversary in December of 2024. I just love Teresa Kogut's patterns. And normally I'm a border kind of person, but I had to do the Little Mermaid. So I think from now that she's done, I'm going to take that border across the top because I cannot wait to get to the sail on that boat because it looks like a quilt. It's so pretty. Yeah, and so that was by Teresa Kogut. And since I'm talking about Teresa, I showed this last time. This is a fundraising chart that's a PDF download, and it is for Lincoln, a young boy in her community, and all the proceeds go to his family. And I also, when I ordered the download, I ordered this beautiful bag. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it in this, the way it is here, or if I'm going to cut it apart and make it into a bigger project bag. Yeah. I am currently stitching on, today I'm currently stitching on Put a Bird on It, Sal, with the Sunshine Stitchers. And this is another modern folk embroidery. And I'm doing it in one thread, one variegated silk by Mrs. Sadis, and it's called Oxide. And I have reached one side, so this is actually the width of the chart. I just love the way that Mrs. Sadis silk is, wherever the color lands, the color lands. It's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah, so let's see. Haul, what came in haul? 3 things. One was, I already had this started to kit up. This is a Artsy Housewife. It is a study in nature. I have the called for fabric, so I got that red, but I was waiting on the arrival of the dinky dyes, and I had ordered them from Acorns and Threads, and they came in, so all the dinky dyes. So this is ready to start whenever I feel the desire. I also ordered, when I saw it on Instagram, because I am truly influenced as much as I influence, is Erin Elizabeth's design Believe. It's just a one thread color, but I am here to tell you, I think I'm going to do this on 56 count and see how tiny it is, because it's only 79 by 80 on an 18 count Aida. And so I would just like to see, that's the thing, how tiny and adorable things are. And then I also saw this and immediately thought of my older son. And then this is by Artsy Cross Stitch. It's called Guitar Landscape Sunset. It is beautiful. So the guitar is, the body of the guitar is composed of trees. Then there's a sunset, and the fretboard, and there is the city. It is such a cool, cool design. So that is on my list. Yes, that is on my list. Can't help it. Gotta do it. I been keeping up my book of days, and the sticker that I put on my book of days for this month, you know, I stickered up just a little bit, but one of the stickers I put in this month was be brave. Oh, let me just read it to you. It says, brave enough to be bad at something new. And I decided to take that to heart. And since I was working on my little pillow in memory of Jean Lee from The Addict, which her service is going on today in Chandler, I was doing the 56 count pillow using Robin Pickens' design, which I showed last time from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I'm doing all 4 of the little pillows in 56 count. But the thing that I decided to do is to bead the edge. Now, I've never done beading. Never done beading. And I watched a video for 2 minutes and was kind of... I learned a certain way, but mostly it's the cowabunga way. You just go for it. And it may not be perfect, but it's me. It's just me. And so I watched the video for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then the thing that stuck in my head is that you go through the bead twice, so that did stick in my head, and I decided to just go for it. And I love the way it came out. So here is my... There we go. Pillow and the bead. It's so, the beading goes all the way around the edge. And yes, where I started the beading, which was at the top, is not as pretty as the beading around the bottom. And then the back was a little heart fabric that I had from my stash. But I do have to say that I'm glad I was proud. Not proud. I am proud. I am proud. But I was brave. I was brave. So, it was so sweet. And I'm going to do the other 3 in 56 count also. I just don't know when I'm going to start those. I have been, oh my gosh, I have been looking at marketplace releases, and I've been putting my pre-orders in with Janine at Acorns and Threads. I told myself, you don't need any more charts. You don't need any more fabric. You don't need any more thread. You don't need any more of any more. And then the market releases started being showcased. And I realized the market releases are not about finishes. They are totally about dreams. And how it's kind of like I have dozens of books that I haven't read yet in my library, but there's the dream of them. And I have clothes in my closet that I can't fit into, but there's the dream of them, so I can't get rid of them. And it's the same with cross-stitch charts. So I did call up, and luckily my friend Sarah answered the phone, so I didn't get too much flack for what I was doing. But it was, I don't know. I'm excited about it. And so far, I have, well, naturally, I have to do Beth Twist's libraries. Her latest release was libraries. I just, we're a family of nerds and we have books. What can I say? And then Within a Dream, A Study in Garden Fairies, The Artsy Housewife, The Pear Fair. What do I need a pear? But it was so beautiful by October House. I thought, oh, that would be lovely in a bowl. And then my friend Sarah, who is the queen bird in Portland, she's like in charge of the birding people of Portland right now, and is quite the birder. In fact, I took a picture, G took a picture of a bird in our backyard, and I texted it to Sarah and said, what is this? Yeah. It's nice to have people in the know. But Erin Elizabeth has a gorgeous chart called Sparrows. And I love the concept of where Kim the Contented Stitcher, she would take out of samplers a lot of the birds and do the beautiful stitching and then frame them. I decided I think I need a bird wall. Yeah. Twilight Moon by the Tiny Modernist. Oh, that was gorgeous. That was just gorgeous. And then I had a couple that were from the Artsy Housewife. It was one of her Patreon charts that she's released the whole chart this year. Yeah, it's dreams. And right now, I feel like I need a lot of dreams. I still want to be a dreamer, to believe. And if this small way allows me to do that, then I am all in. I am all in. Yeah, so after hearing that quote, which if you're not paying for the product, you are the product in social media, it really made me go down a rabbit hole. And it's so important to keep a positive note in your life right now. And if the community of cross stitch is able to pull that off, then more power to us, because we all need each other. We all need each other. So I have been continuing to read my dictionary of words. It's making me cry. It's making me cry because all the human emotions. I mean, it's not a bad kind of cry. It's a human kind of cry. And so I've been really enjoying that. And I started I think it's Mel Robbins' the Let Them theory. I have been working on that. I've been missing my girlfriends because Audrey Stitchy Witch 42 is still kind of cloistered as she's recovering. And between the weather and this cold, and now my editor has a cold, I haven't seen my girlfriend Cheryl. I've been staying away from Acorns and Threads because Janine has not only went down for Jean Lee's service, but then she's got market coming up, and she does not need to be sick before market. I'm telling you, we're counting on her coming back for market with a whole pile of stuff. So I have been kind of keeping myself in the beehive, which, it's not a bad place to be. It's not a bad place to be. Yeah, watching bad Netflix. There's just some garbage on Netflix, but it's keeping me entertained. And in fact, we have been watching on TV Elsbeth, Matlock, Tracker, and You Can't Ask That. So it's what it is, Someday the sun will shine. I feel like I'm going to break out in song that someday the sun will shine. Not today. Not today. We're in for an atmospheric river the next couple days. But in the meantime, I taking a stitch at a time. I hope you are all doing well. And we shall see you the next time around. Susan from Colorado, winner of the Fat Quarter Shop gift card. Please email me your email address and Kate will send you the code. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so you take care. And as you know, I love you guys.